The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Straight ahead here on DC News Now at noon, a woman experiencing a mental health crisis remains at the center of a barricade situation in Fairfax County for the second day, blocking off several roads on a major highway. We'll have a live report. Plus, crime in the district is at the forefront on the Hill. Our Leonard and Fleming is live this hour with details. But first, here's meteorologist Damon Matson.
It was nice. We had the sunshine back out warming us up after a very chilly start to our day. Are we due to see more of the same chilly temps again by tonight? We'll have a check of the forecast in just a bit.
All right. Thanks, Damon. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Annalisa Gale filling in for Mark Hall. Happening now, a standoff on Richmond Highway has been causing a partial closure for nearly 20 hours now. And there's a large police presence on the scene there now. That's where we find DC News Now's Lex Juarez, who spoke to the woman at the center of the barricade situation. Lex, what is she saying?
Yeah, good afternoon, Annalisa. That woman, her name is Brittany Copeland, and she is inside of that car just behind me. I'm going to go ahead and slide out of the way so that my photographer can zoom in. This is the scene and what it's looked like for about 24 hours now, almost a full day since that police chase that ended right here. Now, she tells me, that she didn't even realize police were chasing after her at first, and this is where she pulled over. She says within 10 minutes of stopping right here at the corner that those tanks and these police officers were surrounding her car like this. Now, the Fairfax County Police Department tells us that officers were called for a welfare check around 11 o'clock, and they found a different woman who says that she was kidnapped by Copeland, and then that was when they say the chase happened that ended right here where this barricade situation is. Now, like you said, the road here has been blocked off for, we're reaching the 24-hour mark here in this hour right now, and just really causing a lot of inconvenience for the people who live around here and the businesses around here. Over the course of the morning, we've seen these more police officers and EMS and of the such that you're seeing right now start to really flood in the street here, and we've seen this police presence continue to grow all morning. Now, it was just about an hour ago that I spoke with Copeland on FaceTime, and she was telling me that she did not do the things that that they're saying she did. She said she did not kidnap that woman, and just really talking to me more about what she's thinking and feeling while she's sitting in that car right now being surrounded. And of course, we're going to let you hear some of that coming up in the next half hour. You will hear from Copeland in her own words exactly what she's thinking and feeling as she's sitting there in that car, keeping this traffic on Richmond Highway here blocked off for 24 hours as we, and counting. So make sure that you tune in for that, and we'll be back here in just about half an hour. For now, live in Fairfax County, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
And Lex, just real quick before I let you go, what is that like for the drivers? What are they saying about the traffic headaches? What are the businesses experiencing right now?
Right. Well, you can see it with a quick look on social media all over the place. People are upset. People want to know what the police department is doing about this. They want to know why this is taking so long to get her out of this car and to get things resolved. Of course, the police have been at it. I've been hearing them all morning, and crisis negotiators trying to talk with her. And even while I was on FaceTime, hearing them on their loudspeaker trying to engage with Copeland. She told me before we got off the phone that she was going to, give it a try and speak with them, and so hopefully we'll be hitting a resolution here soon. But I think their end goal here is to have a peaceful resolution, and every time that we have heard from the police department throughout the morning, it's been thanking people for their patience. But a lot of those people are saying that their patience is wearing thin because it has been such a long time that they haven't been able to get on the road here, to get to these businesses here in the area, and that they're just being inconvenienced a little bit too much.
All right, thanks so much, Lex. We'll check back in with you soon. Well, now to an update on the deadly school shooting in Nashville, Tennessee. We're learning more about the shooter and the weapons used in that attack. We want to warn you that the video you're about to see may be disturbing. Investigators say the shooter, Audrey Hale, legally purchased 7 guns from 5 stores. Hale used 3 of those guns in the attack. Police say Hale then targeted the school and even had a map of the campus with a planned route. Once inside the building, police say Hale shot at victims, spraying gunfire through doors and windows. Nashville police releasing body camera footage showing the moments before Hale was taken down.
Push the LPV up. Push the LPV up. Reloading.
And Nashville police confirm it took 14 minutes for officers to shoot Hale after that first 911 call. Meanwhile, we have new photos of 4 of the 6 victims in that shooting. 9-year-olds Evelyn Dickhouse and Haley Scruggs on the left there. On the right, custodian Mike Hill and the head of school, Catherine Kuntz. Not pictured here are 9-year-old William Kinney and substitute teacher Cynthia Peak. Nashville police say Hill and Kuntz may have confronted that shooter.
She was in the hallway by herself. There was a confrontation, I'm sure. You can tell the way she was laying in the hallway. There was the custodian, the African-American, and she shot through the door to enter. She sprayed rounds through the glass, striking him.
Questions still remain about that shooter. Police say Hale was a former student, was not known to the school staff. The chief of police says Hale had also been under a doctor's care for an undisclosed emotional disorder. Well, before Monday's shooting, Tennessee lawmakers were debating a bill to allow teachers to have handguns on school grounds. Chris O'Brien with our sister station WKRN has a look at where things stand now.
Prior to Monday's deadly shooting, Republicans were pushing a bill to expand gun carry access for teachers. The bill would make it so any person employed by a local education agency as a faculty or staff member at a school within the LEA is permitted to possess and carry a concealed handgun on the grounds of the school if they don't have any prior criminal history. Those who choose to carry under this bill would have to complete 40 hours of basic training in school policing. It was scheduled for discussion in a Senate Judiciary Committee today or tomorrow, but the chair pushed it to next week out of respect for the victims.
All bills related to anything to do with guns or that type of situation is rolled till next week.
Democrats have spent the last 24 hours asking their Republican colleagues to recognize something needs to change.
I don't know how to get past this moment of just sheer stupidity in our country when we just accept that this is the way that people have to live.
The moves come after tensions flared in House session Monday night.
Please don't say you're pro-life and then vote to put more weapons on the street.
Representative Mitchell, you are...
Hey, no, I will speak.
No, sir, you're under welcome and honoring, and you need to stay. I'm Representative, welcome, no. Representative Mitchell, you're out of order. You can continue, but you have to stay under welcoming and honoring, and you know that, sir.
Mitchell fired back shortly thereafter.
I'll tell you one thing, there's 6 people today I can't welcome and honor anymore into this hollowed house.
131 mass shootings in the United States so far this year. 93 days and 131 mass shootings where at least 4 people were injured or killed. To think that some people rationalize this as part of the Second Amendment is beyond me.
One bullet in the hands of a mentally disturbed person or crook is one too many. Bullet in the hands of people trying to defend their life and property. I don't care what the magazine holds.
And now to Capitol Hill, where lawmakers are weighing in on the tragedy. Democrats push for more gun control, while Republicans focused on trying to combat the mental health crisis. Raquel Martin.
We must pass meaningful gun safety legislation.
Congressional Democrats are making a familiar plea to ban assault-style weapons. After Monday, a shooter carrying 2 entered a Nashville Christian elementary school and killed 6 people.
You cannot support weapons of war on our streets.
But so far, Republicans are signaling little interest in passing new gun legislation.
If I thought that would solve the problem, I'd be for it, but it won't.
During a weekly press conference, Senate Republican leaders said it was too soon to weigh in on the matter.
There's an ongoing investigation and I think we need to let the facts come out.
Tuesday, President Joe Biden expressed frustration over inaction on Capitol Hill.
This is ridiculous.
During a speech in North Carolina, the president said he's done all he can do to tackle gun violence. He's now promising to expose those blocking reforms.
So I'm going to keep calling it out, remind people that they're not acting.
In the meantime, Republican Senator Josh Hawley is demanding the shooting be treated as a hate crime.
Targeted the members of this Christian community.
Asked if the Justice Department will open a hate crime investigation, Attorney General Merrick Garland told senators Tuesday law enforcement is working to identify a motive.
That was Raquel Martin there. Well, new today, the FDA has approved Narcan nasal spray for over-the-counter use. Narcan is used to reverse opioid overdoses. This is the first time opioid treatment drug that's available without a prescription. It's a move that advocates have been calling for a long time now. Overdoses are believed to be causing more than 100,000 deaths per year. A majority of those deaths are tied to opioids.